Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we will continue with the topic of the statement of cash flows and learn how to calculate the amount of cash paid to suppliers using the direct method. Before we get started, thank you for liking and sharing this video. It really helps out the channel. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss new videos. Your comments are also greatly appreciated. As we already discussed in previous videos, accounting standards allow the operating section of the statement of cash flows to be prepared using either the direct or indirect methods. Today's video is about the direct method. If you would like to watch more videos about the statement of cash flows, I am posting the link to the playlist here and in the description of this video. The cash flow statement presented using the direct method lists all the major operating cash receipts and payments during the period. We will look into determining the amount of cash paid to suppliers. Let's look at an example. Sullivan Corporation uses the direct method to prepare its statement of cash flows. Its trial balances at December 31st, years 2023 and 2022 are shown on this slide. Debits are presented on the left side and credits are presented on the right side. Since we need to determine the amount of cash paid to suppliers, we will need to use the following accounts and balances: inventory and accounts payable for both years, and cost of goods sold for 2023. The following is required for this exercise. We need to determine what amounts Sullivan Corporation should report on its statement of cash flows for the year ended December 31st, 2023. We already looked at how to calculate the amount of cash received from customers using the direct method when a company has write-offs of uncollectible accounts and changes in accounts receivable during the year. The link to the video is posted here and in the description below. Now we need to determine the amount of cash paid to suppliers. I will go over the rest of the items in separate videos. Sullivan Corporation prepares its financial statements in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles. It maintains its books on an accrual basis of accounting, which means accrual-based expenses include purchases that don't result in cash outflows. To determine the amount of cash paid to suppliers, complete two steps. First, adjust the accrual basis cost of goods sold for the increase or decrease in inventory to arrive at purchases. Then, adjust purchases for the increase or decrease in accounts payable. When inventory increases during the year, purchases this year exceed cost of goods sold. In other words, we made more purchases than we sold inventory. As a result, the company adds the increase in inventory to cost of goods sold to arrive at purchases. When inventory decreases during the year, purchases this year are less than cost of goods sold. We deduct the decrease in inventory from cost of goods sold to arrive at purchases. When accounts payable increase during the year, purchases on accrual basis are higher than they are on a cash basis. As a result, the company deducts from purchases the increase in accounts payable to arrive at cash payments to suppliers. If cash payments to suppliers exceed purchases, we add to purchases the decrease in accounts payable. Let's look at a simple example. We purchased inventory on account. It is recorded as a debit or increase to inventory and a credit or increase to accounts payable. We sold some inventory worth $30. We credit or decrease inventory and debit or increase the cost of goods sold. We ignore the revenue part of the entry as it is irrelevant for cash paid to suppliers calculation. We paid $25 for the vendor's invoice. The accounts payable account is debited or decreased by $25, and cash is credited or decreased by $25. Cash equals cost of goods sold minus decrease in inventory plus decrease in accounts payable. Let's get back to the Sullivan's Corporation. We start with the balances in the inventory account for 2022 and 2023 and the cost of goods sold for 2023. We only need the 2023 numbers for the cost of goods sold, as it is an income statement account and includes all costs of inventory sold for the year. Inventory is a balance sheet account and shows the balance as of the end of the year, so we need to subtract the ending balance from the beginning balance to find out all changes for the year. Inventory decreased by $16,000. We subtract the decrease in inventory from the cost of goods sold. Purchases are $234,000. The next step is to deduct the increase in accounts payable account, which is $9,500. Cash payment to suppliers is $224,500. This will be reported in the operating activities section of the statement of cash flows. Let's plug the numbers in the T accounts to see whether the calculation makes sense. Unlike in the first example with T accounts, we don't know all transactions for the year, but we know the balances and can calculate total changes in accounts. The decrease in inventory is the difference between the beginning and ending balances. The increase in accounts payable is also the difference between the beginning and ending balances. The increase is on the credit side because accounts payable is a liability account and liabilities increased by credit. Cash paid to suppliers equals the cost of goods sold for the year minus the decrease in inventory and minus the increase in accounts payable. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and ring the notification bell so you're notified when we release more videos like this. Share this video with your friends and leave comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again in the next video.